Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. We will be diving today in a new tool, which is called the Power BI. But before I start with that, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Khalid Al-Hourani, and I will be your presenter for today. And with me, we have Elsie. She will be on the chatbot or on the chat box, answering any questions that you might have. So please, whenever you feel you need to ask anything, please just drop it on the chat, and we will be more than happy to help you with that. So let's head into our presentations and welcome again. And I hope that you will be enjoying and having the most benefit of today's session. First thing, I need to remind you with some little things, like make sure that you're logging on to the online course on Canvas. You will find there all the recordings related to all the sessions that we have passed and to the upcoming sessions. And also you will find there the learning resources to help you with your certification. Also, one important notice is that make sure that you complete the weekly quizzes related to the topics that have been explained. And this is a requirement for receiving the certification. So after these reminders, please give me a thumb to make sure that you are seeing my shared screen, hearing my voice clearly, and everything is fine to just start with our journey for today. I would need to see your thumbs and would like to thank you for coming today, and I hope that you will enjoy our session. Thank you, Alia. Thank you, everyone that is here. So today we are going to start. This is the agenda of today. We are going to start introducing the Power BI. The Power BI, which is the Power Business Intelligence tool. I will be explaining all the details related to this tool, what it does, how we can connect this tool to what we have been studying before now, and how to make sure that it will be used during our projects and this competition we are joining in, which is the Imagine Cup. So we will know what is this tool, how do we connect it to our projects, and how can we benefit from this tool. We'll also will be seeing a lot of details on how to connect the data sources for this tool, create visualization, because what is the Power BI? In simple words, Power BI is a visualization tool, which makes the visualization much easier and much more clear for anyone who needs to see what is on this data. It is being used in different places and different solutions. So one of the most trending applications is the Power BI. We have different types of access to Power BI. I will be showing that to you. So it will be an interesting, and it will be also very beneficiary for the solutions or the projects you are working on. Also will be on working on something called the modeling of the modeling and the relationships. These are two things that we need to do for the data that's coming. I will explain everything, so do not worry about anything. Although are going also to be introducing the DAX and how, which is an advanced way of writing formulas. It's like the functions in Excel, but it's more advanced. And during the explanation, I will be demonstrating how I did a presentation for you or a sample dashboard for you, and I will show you all the steps. After all of that, we're going to start with the hands-on practice, where you will be working with me in an exercise or on an exercise that I will share you the link to, where you can start working with that. Very soon, I will share with you the link where you should start downloading the application for our labs today and maybe for your projects that you're going to work with. So make sure that the devices that you will be using are ready. Okay, here.
Thank you so much, Khaled. Just allow me to make just a quick announcement.
Okay.
We will be sending the attendance link at the middle of the session, so please keep pay attention in the chat. I'll send it after probably 35 or 40 minutes.
Ammar, please repeat what you said because there was a disconnection.
Okay, so quick announcement to everyone. We will be sending the attendance link in the middle of the session. All right. So Elsie will send the link in the chat. Please make sure to mark your attendance when you see the link from Elsie. Thank you, Khalid, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's head back to our presentation and to our session. I guess what you are seeing now is the Microsoft Power Platform. The logo beside it is the logo for the platform. I guess you have been on a journey with Mr. Tariq about the Power Platform. You have seen how to create application, no with using the technology, no coding. You have seen the Dataverse, and I guess you are familiar with the Power Platform. What is going to be happening later when I create an application using the Power Platform? And since the Power Platform and the Power BI are both products from Microsoft, then I can just simply connect the applications that I have created from within the Power Platform environment into the Power BI. So it's very interesting to have a reporting solution like the Power BI, and you will see how efficient and how interesting the application or the solution is. So let's start with Power BI. What is the Power BI? How do we work with Power BI? So bear with me on some of the explanations in order to reach to the presentation or to the actual working with the Power BI. So what is Power BI? Power BI, as you can see here, we have a dashboard that is created by Power BI. As you can see here, this professional or good-looking dashboard, which has multiple different types of visuals, is showing us a lot of numbers coming from data sources. What I want you to know about the visual dashboards that are created by Power BI are they can be coming from different sources. So in one visual dashboard, I can connect multiple solutions that I might have or multiple applications or different types of sources. Before we head and continue on the working with that, please start downloading the Power BI from now in order not to lose time while doing that during the sessions. I will send you both the links here in order to give you the ability to start downloading from now in order to just not lose all the time on the download during the exercises. This is the first link, and I will send you another link also. Just bear with me for that. Okay, you can, let me just, okay, this is the first link, and I will type the next one because it is giving me some hard time, so I will type it on the chat box. The first one is 100% working, but let me have, okay, this one also as a backup for a download source. So you now have both links in front of you. So please start downloading the application in order not to just lose the time while doing the practical exercise. So let's now head into the Power BI. As a definition, what is Power BI? Well, Power BI is a tool that helps you visualize data or show data in a visual concept or in a visual way, which makes it more friendly or user friendly for the ones who are going to see these visuals. It is much enjoyable. So persons would like to see numbers coming better than just seeing rows of data. That's why we or everyone now is using this tool for visualizing data. In addition to its being user friendly, it has a very important property or feature, which is it can be there. Is there a P missing in the last link? Power BI. Yeah. Of course. Sorry about that. We have just, you can use the first link. It is working 100%, but in case it doesn't work with you, use the another one or the other one, and it will be working fine. Okay, so let's head back to the presentation. So as I told you, this is the Power BI. As you can see, this is a Power BI uh, interface or dashboard that was created from different platforms or from different sources. So as you can see here, it is a platform that can show you visuals that are reflecting data coming from different sources. We have, in order to work with Power BI, we have like more than one version of the Power BI tool. We have the desktop version, which I sent you the link in order to download. We have a mobile version you can download from the Apple Store or from the Play Store. And we have the online copy or on the online version of the Power BI. The Power BI, which is a tool that we can use. I will show you now. I will start showing you the tools one by one. This is the one that we call it the online tool, or it is the app.powerbi.com. Here you can see that you have an environment or a portal that where you can start using Power BI. Maybe you want to create a report, you want to create a visual dashboard. You can do that from this link here or from this web page that is the app.powerbi.com. When you land on this page, you can see the parts of this page. The most important parts of this page, one of the most important parts of this page is the workspaces. The workspace is the place where you create your reports or your dash or visual dashboards. So, and by default, you will be having what is called My Workspace. Sometimes you might need to create additional workspaces, maybe for another client, so maybe for another project. So you might have the cause to create another workspace. So the workspace is the place that holds the reports, the visual dashboards that you create. Sometimes you might need to create more than one dashboard. All you need to do is to go to the workspaces and press on new workspace, and you will have the ability to create a new workspace where you just name the workspace, maybe following some naming convention that you are following with your customers within your university or whatever, and you can start just naming that, let's say, ASDL workspace. I will call it like that. Just an example. And here I can go to the advanced where I can see who is the uh, contact list of this or who is the owner and what is the type of the workspace that you are creating. You can create a professional one, you can create a trial, and you can create a premium user. All you need to do is to create a professional one for the demonstration or a trial. Okay, that's so simple, and you press on apply. This is what you should do if you need to create an additional workspace. While we talk about the Power BI, let's go into the version that is the desktop version. This is the desktop version. And here you can see that I have prepared something for you, like a visual sales report. This visual sales report, if we dig deeper into it, we can see that it has a lot of visuals that are here, and they are all connected together because they are all related to tables that I have imported to my visual reporting. All I did is that I imported the information from a source, and I will show you that. And here I get this expressing or beautiful, I can call it, visual report. Here you can see that I'm selecting countries, and whenever I select a country from these, all the other insights will be changing. What is this visual report? This is a visual report for a cookie company that sell cookies all around the world. I didn't take all the world, or I didn't select all the countries in the world. I just selected 5 samples for us in order to work with, and I selected Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, and United States. When I do not highlight or click or tick the box beside any of these, I will be having the reports coming for all the countries or as a total. Here I can see the sales. This is another report that is a table showing everything. Here I can see uh, a dashboard, a visual dashboard with bars, and here I can see by maps. So let me just show you how interesting what I'm talking about. Now I have a sales report that's talking or giving reports or giving results from different countries. If I go and select, let's say, France, here you will see that the bar is now one. It removed other bars. It gave me the sales in France only, or the profit in France only, and the sum of revenue. And here it just went to France. If you can see the map here, it showed me France only. If I select another country, it will go again automatically to that country, and all the results will be changing on all of these visual dashboards. So this is a simple presentation or a simple sample about the technology or the portal or the solution that is called Power BI. So let's see together how we can create this visual dashboard or other visual dashboard based on multiple information or multiple things that we need to know before we start digging deeper into the present to the working on hands or getting our hands dirty on this presentation. Okay, so let's head now. Let me see the questions. Unfortunately, Mac users will not be able to download the desktop version, so use the online. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. So now we'll head with our presentation to the next slide. These are some things we should know about the Power BI. These are the Power BI concepts or the Power BI pillars that we should talk about. We see the capacities. The capacities are a set of resources used to host and deliver content, either shared or dedicated. Also, we have the workspace, which I showed to you and explained to you, which is the place where I just have my reports, okay? Or the reports related to a customer. I can have multiple workspaces. Data sets, what are data sets in general? Data sets as a group of information or a collection of data you will be importing to your visual reports or to Power BI in order to start working with this information. The data that you will be importing will pass through some stages, like I would need to clean the data. I would need to transform the data. I will show you that. Then we have the data types. The Power BI can just analyze all data types, whether it was numbers, whether it was text, whether it was Boolean numbers or whatever. And I will be showing you the type of data that can be used. Shared data sets used to share and optimize accurate data. Reports, it's one or more pages of visualization. So a report is a group of visual reports that I have. The dashboard is one single dashboard or one single Canva containing tiles and widgets like the one I have shown to you, and the template applications that are pre-built partner applications that can be easily deployed with little or no coding to any Power BI customer. I will be showing all of that to you practically, so don't worry. So the stages or the steps or what we are going to see here are the transform data into insights. I need to create a visual report. I have a table full of information or details like the one I will be showing you here. This is a table that is full of information. It is an Excel data sheet that includes the sales of the Kevin Cookies company. This is a financial report. I can use it and send it to my managers or to my colleagues or maybe to the customers. But frankly, looking at such a table would give me like stress because there's a lot of numbers, there are a lot of details. I might need to send or share or work with more user-friendly, easier form of data. So I would be selecting this table to be the source of my information that I will take to the Power BI and I start working with it in order to come out with a visual report that is like this one or the one that I showed to you. So I can have the data, I can analyze the data, I can also visualize the data in a visual report like the one I have showed to you or the one that is on the screen now. After all of that, I can publish this report and share this reports with my customers, with my colleagues, with anyone that I would like to share this report with. So after I import the information, clean the information or transfer the information or the data, I would create the visual reports, then I would save this report, publish it for others. So what is interesting about this also, it is that a dynamic, a dynamic report. What does that mean? So it means that if I have any updates to the source table like this table, these updates will reflect directly or in a timely manner that I decide to the visual reports that I have created here or wherever the data visualization is present. Okay, so this is very important. And the last thing is the collaboration. It allows me to collaborate with my colleagues, adding, removing, editing the data sources and the reports if this is a big if I allow others to work with this. What is the difference between a report and a dashboard? As I have told you, a dashboard is one single canvas. A report might include multiple canvas or multiple dashboards, okay? And you have the ability to create a report and you can have the ability to create one dashboard. Is that clear, Nora? Any other questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Okay, thank you. We will be seeing on exercises on how to create a visual dashboard, so do not worry about anything. One important thing I will mention now and I will show you now is that in addition to all the perfect or wonderful or powerful tools within Power BI, I have AI insights. So now Power BI is powered by artificial intelligence. Wow, what does that reflect? Let me show you an interesting thing that I already prepared for you also for this session. As you can see here, these are different types of visuals. One interesting one between them is this one. If you can see this one clearly on my screen, you can see that it's looking like Chat GPT or Microsoft Copilot. I can ask a question about my information using generative AI. So if you can see here, I have this visual coming from AI, in addition to other things that I can add to my uh, visual reports that are coming from artificial intelligence, as you can see here, question and answer, key influencers, the composition tree, and smart narrative. And also, since you have been working with Power Platform, I can also integrate things or connections coming from Power Platform. So again, please, guys, if you have any question, if anything is not clear for you, do not hesitate. Go ahead and directly ask me, and I will answer you on the fly because I want you to get the best understanding for what I am explaining. Okay, are we good? Please again raise thumbs. Let me know that you are understanding and everything is clear. Can you repeat the last step? What do you mean by the last step? Show you the AI? Do you mean show you the AI? Okay. I will show you again the presentation, sorry, the dashboard. This is the dashboard that I have created. Again, I will briefly explain it to you. These are normal visuals coming from this area, which is related to visualization. If you need to see things related to visualization, all you need to do is select which type of visualization you want and select the data you wanted visualized. So all of these are coming from the built-in Power BI tools. Added to that, Microsoft has added AI visual, artificial intelligence visual. One of them is the asking a question about my information, which is the Q&A. Let me just give you another example. Let's say that you are connecting your Visual BI or Power BI to a data that contains, let's say, books or information related to people, information like their names, addresses, or whatever. You surely can create filters and filter the information. But how good is it if we can ask about what is the address of Mr. X or Madam Y? Also, it suggests some of the questions that it can answer. As you can see here, what is my measure by location? If you press on that, it will show you the answers. It will reflect on some places. Okay, I will show you that. As you can see, it can display the visual. Maybe there is something missing with that. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So again, is that clear for you, or is it now clear for you? Mr. Blen, I guess. You are always raising your hand. I want to see, yes, the okay sign. This is what I want. If it's clear, of course. Okay, that's great. So let's head back to our presentation and see one important thing, which is the data sources. Where can I get data sources from, or what can I connect to my visual reports? I can get my information or reports from the samples that are here in addition to different sources. You can connect it to Excel files, to databases, to Azure, to app sources, to Dynamics, to SaaS providers, Salesforce, Facebook, whatever. Connecting to the sessions or to the previous lessons that you have done, you have studied or got the knowledge about what is called the dataverse. Am I right? You have been creating some applications connecting to a dataverse. That's right. Yeah. So now, if I have an application within my Power Apps based on a dataverse, I can simply select Dataverse as a source. Let me show you how I will do that in the presentation or in the demonstration that I will be working with you. So now let's build a basic dashboard in Power BI. Let's see how I can build a Power dashboard or a dashboard in Power BI. What are the steps that I need? The first important step is to prepare your data and import your data. Then clean your data. So the preparation is importing the data, cleaning the data, and loading the data. Let's go into a new report that I will be demonstrating to you how to create it. I would go with a new report. It's a bit slow, but because it is connected to different sources, so bear with me until it starts. So it is already starting. I will transfer the screen here. Okay, so this is the interface you will see when you first time open your Power BI. So the first step, as the presentation says, that I should first get the information or prepare the information. So if I need to prepare the information, I must first get the information. Where do I get the data from? As you can see here, I have different sources that I can use to get the information from. So in order to see more sources, I can press here or I can press here. Both will take me to the same place. So I press on get data from another resource and it will show me now a list of resources or sources I can get or I can connect the information to. Here is all the connectors here, as you can see. If you scroll them, you can see them. If you need to categorize them as files, so I can get information from a text, comma separated file, CSV. If I need to get it from an XML, from JSON, from a folder, from a PDF, or from Parquet database, also from a SharePoint folder. You know what is a SharePoint folder? Did you have an idea about SharePoint folder? Any answers? Okay. Thank you, Jamil. It's okay. So I will answer you about that. The ones who are not sure about the SharePoint folders, in Power Apps, we can build our applications. Let me show you the SharePoint for 1 second. Let me make sure that you understand everything. So I would go with a new browser. Just 1 second. Let me find my browser again, and I will display it here. So you used Power Apps, of course, right? This is the Power Apps. One of the components that I can create applications from is the SharePoint. Whenever you have a Microsoft 365, you will be having the ability to create what is called a SharePoint site. And within this SharePoint site, you can select to create a SharePoint list. What is a SharePoint list? It is simply an active or an online Excel sheet with the properties of the online features. So if you need to create a SharePoint list, you can simply create a new SharePoint list from an Excel sheet, or you can just create a simple list and start adding information to it. If you have like the spreadsheet that I have shown to you here in the cookies, the cookie company, simply in order to make it online, all you need to do is to go to SharePoint and import this SharePoint from an Excel sheet that you have on your computer, and you can see that it will transform this sheet from this view into the following view that I'm going to share with you. So as you can see here, I will show you my lists that I have. This is the sheet that I was talking about that was an Excel sheet, and now it is an Microsoft SharePoint list. So it is now the same sheet that includes the information that are in the Excel, but is now it is online sheet. So I can directly collaborate on this sheet and I can use it as a data source for my Power BI. So it is where people can collaborate on data. That's exactly true. So let's head back directly into our form that we were creating. So I can select an Excel workbook, or I can select also other resources. What I'm going to show you now is how I will select an Excel workbook. Okay, I would say connect, or press on connect, I can say it. And within my computer, I have different Excel sheets, as you can see here. I would be selecting the Kevin Cookie Company Financials, which is a resource of a financial paper or a financial document that includes a lot of tables. Okay, as you can see here, it has many tables. Okay, I would select the cookie sales and I would go in order. If the data is ready to be used, I would go with loading. If I need to clean or change anything on this data, I would go with the transform. I will go with the transform just to show you what I can do with the transform. I will bring the screen here again. So excuse me. Let me move this away, please. Okay, here you can see the table that is the cookie sales table. If I need all the fields, I would keep it as it is. If not, I would select the field that I don't want and simply I would say right click here and remove. Okay, so this is the table that includes all the information or the data that I want. Another thing is that I can do maybe like this one, I can also change the type of data, change from decimal number into a whole number, into a percentage. It's up to you to do whatever that you want with your information. Okay, this depends on what you are working on. You might need to filter the information also, select some countries instead of using all of these, and go with OK. It will just display the countries that you have selected, you have filtered. I will just keep the selection for everything. After that, I would say close and apply, or I can even select a new source. I will show you how I will connect another source from another place on the web. Okay, what is the website that I want to import information from? Let me just show that to you, which is the list of countries. I have this on Wikipedia, and I need to just take all the countries on this table with the population that is on it. So all I need to do is select this URL and head back again and paste it here and press on the OK. Give it a second, and it will be importing the information from this website. So any ideas coming to your heads now? Let me tell you a practical thing that I used. Uh, I got using this one. Once I wanted to buy a car, and as you know, there are multiple websites that are selling cars. So I needed to filter the cars from different websites to have the best choice regarding the price, regarding the quality, whatever. So I imported different tables from different websites and put them all on one visual dashboard in order to see everything related to the cars in a way that makes me more relaxed or can find the data I'm looking for easier. So as you can see here, in this website, we have different tables. So the table I'm targeting here is the list of countries by territories. I would select this one, and as you can see here, these are the information included. I press OK, and now I have within my visual report two tables. Now I have two tables within my visual reports. If I need to add another source, all I can do is, or all I need to do is press on a new source and select the source that I want. I might be using, as I told you, different sources from Microsoft internal services or even from other sources like third-party companies. If I have, and this is something you will be using later, if I am contacting or I need to get information in a pipeline from a storage and online storage on Azure for data or for big data, I can also connect to these through the Azure Synapse or maybe the database for posture or any solutions that you will be exploring with us on the next sessions, because when we're talking about big data, I will be storing this big data on a storage online, and I would need to create reports, I would need to analyze, I would need to do machine learning models on this information. So these are other options. So let me just cancel here, and I am done with these two tables. I would go with apply and close. If I need to merge these tables together, this is a bit advanced, but let me show you. From here, I can press on the merge queries. The first table is containing is it the correct table? Maybe not. It is the correct table. And here the cookies. Yeah. So I would go again to merge queries, and I will select the common between these two tables. What's in common between these two tables is the location and what the list of countries. I would select also the location. No, this is the same table. I will select the cookie sale, and I will select the country. Okay. Okay, and I will go with fuzzy matching option. Why is it? This is the location, and this is okay. Now I am good to go. It will ask me about the privacy. I will just ignore it and save. So it should be connecting more than five of two rows. This is something wrong. Let me do it again and merge the queries. It should be the word here, and here I would go selecting this one, and I will go with one. There's something missing. So it will merge these two tables together. It's not required for you, but in case you would need this information, I'm now good to go, and I will press on close and apply, and will take you to the place where you can just create the visuals that you need to create. Let's give it a bit of time so it can work on that. So while it's working, I will head back to the presentation. So the first thing is connecting to the data. I connected the data. I got this information into my Power BI environment to work with it. Then I just changed or made some data transformation. I deleted the rows that I don't want. I just changed the data types that I need to change for my purpose. And after that, I will be working with the last step, which is uh, creating the relation between the tables. Let me see now, head back to the report I was creating to see if it is ready. Now let's see the tables that we are working with. As you can see, here is the data. And here I have the list of countries. All I need to do is to just see again. This is the report view on the left, to the left. Here is the data view of the tables. I can select the table that I want, and it will show me the data related to this table. And the last thing, which is an important feature, which is the relation between the two tables. If I need to create a relation between tables in order to get results from different tables, all I need to do is just drag and drop the fields that can be located to each other. And here in my case, the country and the location. Here I can see the properties of these relations. These are the tables I'm connecting. And here I can select the type of connection, one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. And all I need to do is just close here. Let me just press on this, and the relation will be created between these two tables. Give it a second. Now I will show you here again how I can select any visual that I want. It's very simple. I would select the type of visual that I want. Here, let's select a table first. This table would be empty. All I need to do is to select the fields that I want to be added to my table. Okay, I would also select, I have selected the country, and I would go by selecting the revenue. I guess these are very important. I can also select the year if I want, and I can also select the units sold. Okay, here if I need to just give it a bit of space. Let me close this one, the annoying. Also, I can select different types, or even I can change the type of this one or this visual by selecting it and going with another type of visualization. All I need is to select my data, the proper data, and then I will be able to change the visualization into the shape or the visualization that I want. Okay, this is one of the slices or visuals that I select. Another one I would show to you, which is the slicer. The slicer is like a filter. I would enlarge it for you now. And also I would select the country, the profit, and the year. Where is the year? What is the year? I lost the year. No, this is the year. So as you can see here, this is a visual. I will keep bring it here. Just give it more size. And here I would select, as you can see, this is the slicer. I can just select the country that I want, and results will reflect on that table. Okay, I would like to add another one, which is the pie chart, because, oh, I didn't select another one. I just selected that one and pressed on it. If I need to select another one, I would press on the empty space and go with maybe this one, which is showing the numbers or labels. We call them labels. And I will select the revenue here also, and it will be showing the revenue for the United States. If I select another one, it will be changing the what I am seeing. Okay, so again, I will head back to you and ask you if everything is going well with you. Is everything clear? Do you have any questions? That's great. I guess Jamil wants to send the thumb, but he's raising the hand. It gives me the same result. Okay. Other comments? Do you have any other comments? Thank you, Jamil. Okay. Okay, that's great. Now let's head again to my reports here, and I would also show you some if I need to customize what I am seeing here. If you see any of these visuals and you would like to change or customize anything with this visual, all you need to go to the format of the visual and start changing. If I need to, as you can see, it is vertical, I would change it into a drop down. Here it is now being a drop down. I can just select it. I will keep it as a vertical. If I need to reset everything back, I press on the reset. This is the same here for the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, all I need to change with the format is coming from here. Okay. One more thing is that I will go to here and I will show you the data view. Okay, this is the data view. Here you can see on the home that you can see that you can also just go with other options, like if you need to get more data, if you need to transform information, manage the database, and this is an important feature which is called the DAX. Okay, these are the formulas that you can use. All you need to do is to select the table you are working, or you need to create a new DAX. As you can see here, the cost is a tax. Okay, the cost per cookie is a DAX. What is a DAX? Simply, a DAX is a function that calculates. I can use these functions in order to create different calculations. If I'm good with the calculations that are here, that's fine. If I need to create anything or to edit anything, as you can see here, here is the cost, and I can just create or edit what is being here. If I don't need the cost to be a sum, I want it as an average or a minimum or a count, I can edit it from here, even though I can what? Go with a new measure for my own self. All I need to know is I can change the name of the measure. I will call it DAX1 or give it a more expressing name. My measure, it's not more expressing, but this is what I do. So I would press here, and now I would have to select the functions that I want. I have different functions. I have the sum, I have the average. So I have different functions that I might need to use. I will send you, or you will find a lot of learning resources if you have, or if you need to create your own DAX or your own function. All you need to do is to use that, and from here you can, after you do it, let's say it's an average, let's say it's a sum. Okay, I will open the brackets, then I will be selecting which fields from the table I need to have the sum for. Okay, maybe I want to count. I would go with count. Okay, I would go with count. And let's say count the countries. Okay, and I will select to close this one. And my function is now ready. I will press on enter. And if I need to add this visual into my screen, I would go here and press on the measure that I have created now. I will go with, let me add another label for my measure, which will be counting the countries. Of course, it's not a 700 countries, but it's counting how many times the word or the fields under the field of country on the table has appeared. Okay, I hope everything is clear, and let me get back again to the presentation before. This is the presentation, visualizing the data, building a dashboard. This is how we build a dashboard, and how we collaborate. Let me show you how we collaborate. Then now our visual report is ready. All I need to do is select on save or press the disk button and save the report. Okay, did it show anywhere? Save, save. Why isn't it showing? Give it a second, it will appear. So you will give it a name and save it, and it will automatically be on your computer in the place that you want. Maybe it's showing somewhere else. Let me make sure on another screen. I'm sure it will be appearing in another screen. Okay, this is where I can store my information on my desktop wherever I want. So I will keep it Kevin reports 14, 11, 2024, and I will press on the save. And it's now saved. After it is saved, I would go to the home. And if I need to share it with anyone or publish it, simply I will press on publish and you will see the options appearing when, okay, give it a second. So may I ask you a question now? If I needed to be deployed or viewing or showing on another workspace, all I have here is my workspace. Do you have an idea or a suggestion? How can I have more than one option here? Anyone can answer this question? As you can see here, I am trying to save my visual dashboard, and all I have here is my workspace. If I need to have another option or I need to save it on another workspace, where can I see that or where can I do that? Any idea? I will give you 1 minute to answer. Excellent, excellent. It's on the cloud where I've showed you the cloud solution, which is the app.cloud or app.powerbi.com. As I explained to you or showed you on the first, let me get back to there again. This is where I simply create a new workspace and automatically, if I am logging with my username and password here, I will be seeing the workspace that I have created. Then, did you start the download of the Power BI? Yes, that's great. If it's done now, please, guys, now we're heading to the exercise. I'm sure that you will be fine with the exercise. I will be performing it with you. But if you can have this link scanned by your computers or your cameras, mobile devices, whatever, just scan it and it will take you to the exercise. If not, I will be sharing the link with you on the chat here. Sure, I can. Okay, and it will take us together to start working with the exercise. Please, guys, I will give you like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to install the Power BI. And whenever it is ready and installed, let me start working with you together on this hands-on lab in order to perform it together. Okay, guys? Give me an okay. And whenever you are done with the installation, just type or drop done on the chat, please. Great. We have very fast people here. Done, 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 done. Great, great, great. That's great. So now I will give 1 more minute and then I will start to make sure that everyone will be following with us on this exercise. So this is the exercise. Okay. And I will take the Power BI to the other screen and we'll start with you step by step. Please, guys, let me know when we all together finish all the steps required to be aligned on the same page. Okay, guys? So if you are good to start with me, let me know, please. So I will be starting the new exercise with you. Guys, if you have the attendance link, please send it. Okay? I will move this one to the left side and will show you what I am doing live. So now, are we good to start? I will be starting. So we, in the first step in this exercise, we will use Power BI Desktop to create a data model and report containing interactive visualizations. So the lab should take around 20 minutes. Install the Power BI Desktop. You have done that already. The next step would be open the Power BI Desktop as it is here. You might see a screen, Get Started. You can press on Get Started. And now you are ready to start importing the information. What you need to do is to press on Get Data. Okay? And step number 2, it's asking you to press on or select the Get Data. This is the Get Data and this is the Get Data. Both are the same. The last time I used this one and now I will be using this. Now it's asking me to get the information from where? From the web. Okay? It's asking me to select the web as a source. I can just type here web, or I can, if you like, it will be in the other. It will be on the other category. It will be the web. I would select connect. Now it will ask me for the URL I'm going to import the information from. You have the URL. I will take this here again. You have this resource where you can get the information from. As you can see here, this is a resource coming from GitHub. I don't know if you have an idea about GitHub. All I need to do is press on copy and answer me, please, if you have an idea about GitHub. I copied the URL from there, and here I will press Control V. I love when I see yes. Okay. No, what is GitHub? Okay, Noura, GitHub, I will show you GitHub in a second, just for the information, because you will be using GitHub in your further lessons. So simply here I would press on the plus and I will type GitHub. You know, I spend most of the time on GitHub. So GitHub is like a shared directory that includes, as our friend Abdullah is saying here, it's an online learning platform. It's not just an online platform, it's a platform that includes a lot of information, data sets, coding samples. So whenever you need to have any resources like data sets or maybe some ready-made programs or applications, you go ahead and see if it is already there, because all developers all around the world are using the GitHub and deploying their data there. The data includes their projects, their sources, and exactly, Jamil, this is the word I'm looking for, the open source, the sources for any development that you might need. So again, let me head back to what I was doing and press on the OK. Now it is showing me the information and the access web content. Click on connect. We already done that. Now it's showing me the information, the same information I can see on my table. It's asking me to press on load. Okay, I will press on load. If I need to change anything on the data, I would go with transform data. But in this direct to cause or direct to solution lab, I am using the load because the data is already prepared for the usage. Now you can see that it is now ready to start another getting for data, and it's asking me to select get data and then select web. Okay, I now have another source where I need to get data, additional data, and also select web. I will be selecting the other and web connect, and I will be copying again this URL and pasting it here. So guys, are you online with me and working with the same steps? And again, I will press on load. It's asking me to repeat this step again, which is get data, because we have another resource, and also I would be copying from there, pasting here the additional source, and also okay. And again, we'll press on load. So as you can see here to the right, the data is, or the tables are being displayed here. The three tables you have imported have been loaded into a data model, which you will now explore and refine. And the Power BI to the left, go to the model tab, which is here, where we are going to see the tables. I would move this one here in order to make it, sorry. Move it here, and I can just scroll this up in order to see all of this. So you can hide the panes here if you like, or you can just keep them. Okay. In the orders table, select revenue and then properties pane, set its format property to currency. So where is the revenue on the orders table? Okay. And go to properties, or just press on here and go to format. Where is the format? Where is the format? It's not opening for me in the correct way. Just me. This is the format. It should be here.
Khalid, thank you
Yes,
so much for the amazing session. It's
thank
really
you.
interesting صراحة. We're just هلا going to post the attendance link. My colleague Elsie will post it. The link will be open for 15 minutes exactly. Please fill in your email address, school email address, the one that you registered with. And then you will see an option to choose the university name. And then after that, you choose your name. Please check the ID next to the name and make sure that you're choosing the correct name because we will use your full name when we start distributing the certificates of attendance. Thank you, Khalid.
You are most welcome. So here I would select the currency. Okay, I change that. I have like my mouse is jumping. Sorry for that. So in the product table also, right click on the category on the products table. Where is the products table? Okay, and select create hierarchy. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm creating a hierarchy in order to create a table or a subtable or a subcategory of this, and you'll be finding why I am doing that. This step will create a hierarchy called category hierarchy, as you can see it here. You may need to explain or scale the products to see this. You can also see the fields pane. Okay, I'm just reading from the exercise. Now in the product table, right-click product name. This is the product table. Where is the product table? Okay, the right-click on the product name and also create to hierarchy, which is the category hierarchy. I'm just combining the information together, just like creating subgroups from different tables. Why am I able to do that? Because I have relationships between these tables. If I didn't have relationships between these tables, I wouldn't have the ability to create a hierarchy that includes tables or fields from different tables. Okay? Please, guys, let me know if everything is fine with you and you are understanding every step that is being performed. Okay?
Well, I'm understanding everything, Khalid. Thank you. It's
Okay,
very clear.
that's great. Thank you so much. I need the students, the attendees, to show me their uh, uh,
Yes, they are
answers.
participating. Yeah, they are
Okay.
working with you. So that's great.
Okay. That's great. So now, on which steps are we? We have created the product name hierarchy in the fields table, in the fields pane. Right-click on the category hierarchy. This is the category hierarchy. Right-click on it and select rename. I can rename it and I will call it categorized products. Okay. Now let's move on the left side edge. Go and select the table view. This is the table view. I guess we are all familiar with all of that because we have seen these things being done. Okay, now, and then in the data pane, select the customers table. And now we'll go with the customers table. Okay, select the city column. I will need to press here to see the city column. And then what? Set its data category to city. Okay, we just, okay, here I would be, these are always coming on my, Can I move this from here? Okay. Again, here on the step number 7, select the city column header and then set its data category to property to city. Okay. It's already in the city. I'm just, okay, it's already in the city. Then I would go to the next step, which is creating the report. Okay. Now, the step here on the file menu, select options and settings. Okay. In the file menu, you go with options and settings. Okay. And go to security. Here we go to security and ask it to use the maps. I already have that enabled. Use maps and filled map visuals. Okay, just click on this one and select OK. I already have done that because my environment is ready. Now, on the report view, okay, let's start creating some of the visuals. In the ribbon above, select text box. I would go with select text box. I would call it sales report. I enlarge this a bit. I guess this is enough. This is the sales report. You can do it 32 as they ask. Now select any empty area and press then on the data and expand the products. Okay, and select this one. And they are asking you to select which table, which one. This is the one they are asking for the table. I would just enlarge it a bit for you. Okay, you are starting to see the visuals. Now they are asking you to go with another visual, which is with the table still selected in the data pane, expand orders and select revenue. I will go with orders and select the revenue. Okay, let me just give it more space and you will see the revenue added. And the revenue is formatted currency. Then we have not decided the number of decimals. We can change that. Let's move into the most important, which is moving or changing the type from table into clustered bar chart. Okay, you can have it on any way that you would like to see it. Okay, this is step number 6. Number 7, and the selected column chart, select the press down button, this one. Okay, to turn on the drill down. This will show more details about it. Now let's use the icon. This is like just playing around. Let me just select another one as they are asking for the pie and select the same categories. Let me just drop it in here. And they selected the revenue. So I can see this table or this visual in front of me. And select a blank area to create another one, which is for the map. Which type of map they want? Let me just select the one here. Okay, and add also the same. Okay, it will be showing me the table or the visual that I want. As you can see, you can drag and drop, zoom in, zoom out. This is what is written here. Now our report is ready and is done. So all I need to do is pressing on file save, and I will name it whatever I want, Power BI report. Eleven 2024, and it is on the desktop. Let's put it on the desktop and press on the save. After that, my report is ready, and I can now just publish this report and share it with others. I would put it on my workspace and select it. Publishing Power BI report to your workspace. Let me just have these minutes in order to show you the final result. On my, it is success now. Let me just see my environment, refresh. It should appear in my workspace soon. If it doesn't appear directly, you will be seeing it after a minute or two, or maybe three. This depends on the speed of the update. So the report that I have created in my workspace should now be appearing after some time on my environment or on my workspace. This is my workspace, it's correct. And I can see the reports after some minutes appearing here. Okay, so this is, I guess, if let me know if the exercise was done by you, if it is understood. The DAX, I have shown you the DAX. We have a lot of types of DAX. In this model, we have described the business value of Power BI, explained different components, described how to clean and transform data, how to create visual insights, and especially the AI insights, and how to use or show these on our, sorry, I'm showing you Ammar here on the main screen. Let me, allow me to move you away so others can see everything. So this is what we have seen on today's session. Please, again, these are the same reminders. Make sure that you are logging into the online course. Let me just skip it because it's the same. Before we just finalize the date, please, guys, let me know if you are done with everything. Noura, which link did you miss?
I actually missed the attendance link. We shared it again.
Okay, okay. Let me, about others, please, let me see, like, we have 100 students. Let me see, like, 100 done. Okay, I would love that. If you are not done, if you didn't have enough time, you can perform the lab again. Okay, 2 done until now. I am just a greedy man. This is what describes me the best. Great, great. So please let me know your satisfaction. Please, was everything clear for you? I would love to hear from you, and I would thank you from the depth of my heart. This is the same from all the team. We all thank you for attending, and I hope we'll see you on the next sessions, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Khalid, for the informative session. I really enjoyed it personally. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone, for attending the session. Please keep practicing, and we wish you best of luck with your projects. We know for sure you will do an amazing work, and because you're very clever, and we know that you will think of new ideas to implement what
Yeah,
Khalid
yeah,
showed us in
guys,
the
this
session
is
today.
exactly what we want. New ideas. We were going to have like marvelous projects. I'm sure about that.
Exactly. We're super excited to see what you will work on, what you will achieve in this competition. We wish you again best of luck, and we are all here to support you with anything you need. Please make sure we will just going to close the attendance link shortly. Please make sure that you filled in the attendance link. And if you have any question, feel free to email us at the email I posted in the chat. We're here to support you. If you have any issue with the attendance link, if you want to report anything to us, feel free to email us, and we wish you best of luck. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye.
يعطيك الألف عافية خالد. Thank you.